Okay, so Waiting to Exhale stars Loretta Devine, Angela Bassett, Lela Rochon, Fuqua, and the late Whitney Houston. Based on the book by Terry McMillian and is directed by Forest Whitaker, who is going to be in Black Panther coming out this Friday, which I'm excited for. Basic plot of this movie is that we follow 4 women. It navigates through careers, families, romance. 4 friends bond over the shortcomings in their love lives, namely the scarcity of good men. We have Savannah and Robin, who are referred to as the other women. They are continuing the relationships with married men. They both believe that their lovers will leave their wives for them. And Whitney Houston's character, Savannah, she has a thing with Dennis Haysbert's character, Kenneth, and they used to go together. And she's a successful television producer, but she comes to find out that she's not going to leave his wife, and she has to find her own man. Robin is a high-power executive and the longtime mistress of married Russell, and she has problems finding a decent man of her own after dumping Russell, and it does not go well. So we have Gloria, and Gloria is a beauty salon owner, and she's a single mother of her son who's going away for a trip to Spain with his, I guess, with his class. His name, the character's son's name is Tariq, who has a girlfriend of his own, of course. And after years alone and find out that her ex-husband, who is also the father of her son, has came out of the closet, is gay, but it's only in one scene that we find out is gay. They don't mention it throughout the whole movie because he's never seen again. She falls in love with a new neighbor, Marvin King. And then we have another one. This is probably my favorite character of the entire movie. Bernadine, aka Bernie, who is Angela Bassett. And she abandons her dreams and career of having a catering business to raise a family and support her husband, who leaves her for another woman after she basically gives him 11 years of her life, 11 years of sacrifice. And this leads into Bernadine getting a divorce and fighting for her kids and to find herself a new man. And together, these 4 friends have to support, listen to each other, have fun as they go through the good and the bad things of life. And that is what I think. That's how I describe my synopsis of Waiting to Exhale. That is, you have 4 girls, but the way this movie does it, it does it very well. And friends are the people who let you be yourself to exhale. I love this movie. I love Waiting to Exhale. I think Forest Whitaker did a really great job directing this movie. It is so well acted. Whitney Houston, Loretta Devine, Angela Bassett, everyone does a good job. You got Michael Beach from Soul Food. A little something. Honestly, I think Michael Beach in this movie, his character is worser than Miles in Soul Food, because at least in Soul Food you can understand why he's not feeling supported by his love, why he's not feeling supported by Vanessa Williams in that movie, where here he just leaves Angela Bassett just to be a douche. This movie is not overly preachy on the whole man thing. It handles it in a very nice way, and it mixes good romance, good comedy, good drama, and some very heartbreaking and emotional moments. And Forest Whitaker really captures that very spiritually well. Now, the movie is 2 hours and 5 minutes. It goes by quick. There's not a single boring moment. The budget for this movie was $16 million. It made back $82 million. And this was notable for having an all-black cast. And this is calling a social phenomenon. And the soundtrack is good too. I love the soundtrack. You got Exhale, Shoot by Whitney Houston. You got Count on Me. You got a lot of good songs in this. You got I'm Not Gonna Cry by Mary J. Blige, Sitting Up in My Room by Brandy. A lot of great songs in this movie. And they were going to do a sequel to this, but because of Whitney Houston's death, and so that sequel has now been questioned, but I don't think it's going to happen. Because you can't have a Waiting to Exhale sequel without the Savannah Jackson character. It's impossible. And Whitney Houston does a good job. But the best part in this movie, my favorite scene in this movie, Roger Ebert, he likes this movie too. Late Roger Ebert. You also got an uncredited Kelly Preston and an uncredited Wesley Snipes before he was Blade. That was awesome. And yes, I know he let his ego get in the way with Blade Trinity, but Wesley Snipes, Blade Trinity is not the worst movie you ever done. You did Expendables 3, which I do like Expendables 3, but that is my least favorite of the Expendables movies, because it was PG-13 and not R-rated. But you actors, no matter what movie you do, good or bad, success or flop, you are actors, and you shouldn't let your ego get in the way, because all you're going to do is just cause havoc in this movie. And this was the highest grossing film in 1995. This movie was shot on location. The locations look beautiful. They shot it in Phoenix, Utah, Mountain Valley, Arizona. And I can tell because the locations. You also got Jeffrey Sams in here from Soul Food. You got a young Brandon Hammond from Soul Food, which now he looks more like this. Yes, the same little boy who was in this movie and in Soul Food, he has grown. And Dennis Haysbert is really good. You got Mike McKelty Williamson. A lot of good acting here. Forest Whitaker directs this movie very well. My favorite part in this movie, my favorite part in the film, is in the 15-minute mark with Angela Bassett's character. She has that entire monologue where she just snaps, all because her husband left her. And that's something that carries on throughout the entire movie. And you feel bad for Angela Bassett. And for any women out there, you can relate to something like this. Because what if your boyfriend or your husband or leave you for somebody else? And this is how, and you watch this movie and you have the same reaction. I'm telling you the truth. If I had any problems with the movie, is I feel like, yeah, some cast members do get underused, but overall, I still am my mom loves this movie. Anybody you see, they like this movie. And if, to all my Nerdapack members, Sean, John Avenger, Tevia, Parker, if you ain't, all the Nerdapack members, if you ain't seen this movie, give it a watch. You'll like it. You may hate it, but I don't understand why. But Waiting to Exhale is just a great, fantastic movie. And I'm going to give Waiting to Exhale in my Better Than Vampire Academy. So let me know what you guys think about Waiting to Exhale down below. Let's talk about it. What do you think of it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What are your thoughts on it? If you like this, you can come here and we can have a good time. Bye everyone.